All right. Now we're doing FreeCodeCamp, JavaScript algorithms and data structures, basic algorithm scripting, mutations. All right. So now we're going to return true if the string in the first element of the array contains all of the letters of the string in the second element of the array. All right. So if this contains all of these letters, right? Yeah. Anyway, so for example, hello and hello should return true because all the letters in the second string are present in the first. So this has all of these letters. All right. And the arguments hello and hey should return false because the string hello does not contain y. So this does not have all of these letters. All right. And then last, alien and line should return true because all the letters in line are present in alien. So L-I-N-E are right there, right? So what we're going to do here, we're going to do like we usually do. We'll do the for loop way first, and then we'll do the way with the methods, with the built-in methods, all right? So first things first, what we're going to have to do is convert this stuff to lowercase. Clearly, these are already lowercase, but let's make these hello and hello. And then we'll make this one an L here, a capital L here, and we'll give this one a capital E here. How about that? Pardon me. So what we're going to do for that is we'll do something like this. We'll say let A equal array at 0 dot to lower case, like this, all right? And then we'll just make B be pretty much the same thing. Just we'll make it, what do we make it? We'll make it array at 2. Whoops. Copy that, and then drop it off right here. Change this to B, and change this to 1. Pardon me, not 2, but 1, right? So now this one, if we say console.log A comma B, you'll see we've got hello and hello, both lowercase, all right? So let's get this out of there. And while we're at it, let's just wrap this in parentheses and say console.log in front of it because we're going to have to do that at some point. .log. All right. So now that we've got that taken care of, we're going to do a for loop. And we're going to say for let I equal 0 while I is less than. And since we're comparing these letters to this whole thing, we'll say while I is less than b.length, we'll say I++. All right. Now that we've got that going on, what we're going to do is we'll do the index of method. We'll say like if what are we going to do? We'll say if a.index of, and if you forgot about the index of, I mean, we've gone over this plenty of times before, but if you forgot about it, it returns the first index at which a given element can be found in an array, or -1 if not present. And we're going to be looking to see if it's not in there. So if a index of, dot index of, I should say, and then b at I. So if b at I is not in here, so if that's less than 0, what we're going to do is return false. And if this goes all the way through and everything's cool, we'll just return true like that. And you'll see we got true here. If we have like a G right there, it'll give us false. So let's run the test. Looks good, but you know what? As usual, there's other ways to do this. So we'll do this with the one-liner. It's actually a little more confusing, but it's still good to see this kind of stuff, right? So we'll comment this thing out, and we'll say const mutation. And then what we're going to do first, instead of having it be just R like this, we're going to use that destructuring assignment syntax that we learned way a long time ago, where basically we can just say, look, this is an array giving us an array with 2 different elements in it. We'll just say something like this. We'll say the parentheses, then we'll have an array, and we'll call the first one A. We'll call the second one B, just like that. And let's have the little arrow right there. And if we just say A, you can see it's that hello. And if we say B, it's that hello, right? So now that we've got that taken care of, what we're going to do here is we're going to use the spread syntax to make an array out of these letters right here, okay? And let's go over spread syntax one more time. It allows an iterable such as an array or string to be expanded in places where 0 more arguments or elements, it's this one right here for array literals, are expected. So we're going to make our little array literal like this. We'll say this and then dot, 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 B. And you can see this is capital right here. So we'll just say after that B dot 2 lower case like that. And you'll see it's lowercase like that now. So now that we've got this little array going on right here, we're going to use something. I don't know if we've used this before, but we're going to use the every method on this. Once I can find the period. There it is. So if you don't know about the every method, it tests whether all elements in the array pass the test implemented by the provided function, and it will return a Boolean value, so true or false, right? So what we're going to do is say dot every, and then we'll have a callback function here. And for the callback function we're going to do, we'll say dot every. And then for the callback function, we'll do element, referring to these elements, there we go, referring to these elements in here, these elements right here, all right? And we'll have the arrow like this, come on now. And then we'll say something like this. What are we gonna do? We're gonna use the includes, and we're gonna say a dot includes. And for this, is that what we're gonna do? Yeah. Okay, check it out. So if you don't know about the includes method, it's the method of array instances that determines whether an array includes a certain value among its entries, returning true or false as appropriate, right? So basically, we're also going to have to make this lowercase. So a dot 2 lowercase dot includes, and we'll pull this over so we can see it a little better. Dot includes the element, all right? And you see right here, it says true. So basically we've got this, let's comment this stuff out while we're doing it. So we've got this array, all right? And then we're doing the dot every, and we're doing a dot lowercase on every one of these elements. Hold on. On every one of these elements right here. And we're gonna see if that element is included inside of this string right here, all right? And so that's what this is. And it does. And if we put the, whatever, the H right there, it's still good. Hold on. A G, how about that? It's false. So that's basically how that goes. Let's run the test. Looks good, and submit it. All right. Now we're on to Chunky Monkey, and we'll see you next time.